There's people who are calling me this week who just found out about it for the first time after Sean Combs was sued.
New lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs bringing some serious claims against the music mogul.
In a startling development in the unfolding drama surrounding Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie's lawsuit, Roger Bonds, Diddy's former head of security, has broken his silence. Bonds, who was named in the lawsuit, has come forward with a cryptic but telling post on Instagram, shedding light on his perspective of the events he witnessed during his tenure with Diddy.
Yeah, but we've also heard that there's some secret lawsuit going on in New York City as it relates to Diddy.
Roger Bonds, a key figure in this saga due to his close proximity to the events in question, took to Instagram with a message that was both enigmatic and revealing. Bonds, who had worked with Diddy for years, including the period when Diddy was dating Cassie, was privy to the inner workings of their relationship. His post, therefore, carries significant weight. He stated, "This is not meant to be threats or snitching or anything like that against Cassie or Diddy or anyone else. This is me telling my truth as I truly remember it for two reasons only." He underscores his motivations by referencing his family, particularly his daughters. First, because I have 4 daughters, so on all dudes, my truth as I seen it, saw it, and was involved with it for years. Bonds' post, accompanied by photos of him with both Diddy and Cassie, hints at a deep-seated knowledge of the incidents in question. He goes on to say, "I'm willing to tell my truth because for so many years I was quiet. Nothing matters now but family." The inclusion of a screenshot from the lawsuit, where Bonds is named as a witness to a specific 2009 incident, further intensifies the gravity of his revelations. Cassie had alleged that Diddy assaulted her after learning she was talking to another music manager at a club in LA, an incident where Bonds reportedly tried to intervene.
That he controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
Bonds' statements, though cryptic, suggest a readiness to share his version of the events. The ambiguity of his post leaves open the question of whether he corroborates Cassie's account or offers a different narrative. His insistence on telling his truth as I truly remember it indicates a personal account that could potentially shift public perception of the entire case. However, the complexity of the situation is heightened by Bonds' apparent reluctance to fully disclose his account at this stage. His deleted Instagram post, the nature of his cryptic messages, and the lack of clarity on his stance add layers of intrigue and mystery to the ongoing narrative. Bonds, a figure who has witnessed the relationship between Diddy and Cassie, now emerges as a potentially pivotal character in unraveling the truth behind the allegations. This new dimension in the story brought forth by Roger Bonds adds another layer to the already complicated and high-stakes saga involving one of the music industry's most prominent figures and his former partner. As the public awaits further disclosures, Bonds' revelations, or lack thereof, remain a focal point of intense speculation and interest.
I think that it's important to be, as an artist, relatable to other people, but to really tell your story so they can get to know who you really are.
In a staggering escalation of the saga, Cassie, Diddy's ex-partner, has lobbed damning accusations against the music mogul, painting a picture of a decade-long ordeal of abuse and manipulation. The details emerging from a lawsuit filed in Manhattan, as reported by the New York Times, are harrowing and paint a disturbing portrait of the relationship between the two.
No, I feel like in more relationships than not, it was a mutual decision.
Right.
And if not, then I was like, that's done.
Cassie alleges that the abuse began not long after their initial encounter in 2005, when she was just 19 and Diddy was 36. She describes a pattern of control and abuse, including being plied with substances, beaten, and coerced into having sex with male sex workers while Diddy filmed the encounters. The lawsuit details these incidents as Diddy's freak-offs, involving elaborate costumes and taking place in various high-end locations. Cassie's account of being supplied with substances to disassociate during these events adds a layer of horror to the narrative. The lawsuit brings to light an alleged incident in 2016 at a Los Angeles hotel where Diddy, purportedly drunk, punched Cassie, giving her a black eye. The aftermath, as described in the suit, involved Diddy throwing glass vases at Cassie, with the hotel security cameras capturing the incident and Diddy subsequently paying $50,000 for the footage.
So she claims she did try to leave several times, but Diddy would always send his team to find her, track her down, bring her back, under the basis that her career would be ruined if she left.
Cassie's accusations extend beyond physical abuse. She claims Diddy exerted control over her career after she signed with Bad Boy Records, with access to her personal medical records and providing her with substances. The lawsuit states that the results from an MRI scan, possibly related to memory loss from substance use or a beating by Diddy, were sent directly to him. A particularly shocking claim in the lawsuit is the allegation that Diddy was responsible for blowing up Kid Cudi's car. Cassie suggests that Diddy's anger over her relationship with the rapper led to the violent act, a claim corroborated by Kid Cudi through a spokeswoman, stating, "This is all true."
The filing then says shortly after Diddy's threat, Kid Cudi's car actually blew up, and Kid Cudi confirmed it.
Kessie's portrayal of the relationship reveals a disturbing dynamic of violence and coercion. She describes an incident in 2009 where Diddy became enraged, pushing her into a car and kicking her in the face, leading to her being secluded in a hotel room to recuperate. Her description of feeling unable to say no to Diddy, fearing for her career in life, underscores the alleged severity of the abuse. In one of the most harrowing accusations, Cassie claims that towards the end of their relationship in 2018, Diddy forced his way into her home and committed a grave violation against her. This claim, part of a larger narrative of abuse and control, illustrates the depth of the alleged trauma Cassie endured.
She claimed when she tried to leave Diddy in 2017, he forced himself into her apartment and
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Cassie's decision to bring the suit under the Adult Survivors Act, a New York law that allows filing of civil suits after the statute of limitations has expired, is indicative of her resolve to speak out against the alleged abuse. In her own words, "After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships." The lawsuit names Diddy and several of his associated companies as defendants, seeking unspecified damages. This legal move by Cassie, bringing forth a litany of serious accusations, casts a new and disturbing light on the relationship between the music icon and his former partner, adding a deeply troubling dimension to the unfolding narrative. As the saga involving Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie's explosive lawsuit unfolds, Diddy's camp has been quick to counter the allegations. In a dramatic turn of events, just a day after Cassie filed her abuse lawsuit, a settlement was reached. The terms of this agreement, shrouded in secrecy, have been a topic of intense speculation. Diddy's attorney, Ben Brofman, stated emphatically, "Just so we're clear, a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing." This statement, delivered to Page 6, underscored Diddy's steadfast denial of the claims made against him. The rapid resolution of the lawsuit led to a joint statement from Cassie and Diddy. Cassie expressed her desire to control the narrative, stating, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control." Diddy echoed this sentiment of amicability, wishing Cassie and her family all the best. Love. Despite these cordial remarks, the shadows of the allegations still loom large over the situation. The legal battle's swift conclusion didn't put an end to the controversies surrounding Diddy. The music mogul found himself embroiled in a third lawsuit, further complicating his situation. According to Rolling Stone, Diddy was accused of forcing two women into sexual acts back in the early 1990s. The lawsuit, involving singer Aaron Hall as well, paints a disturbing picture of coercion and abuse.
And hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs is facing another lawsuit over sexual assault allegations.
The plaintiff, identified only as Jane Doe, alleged a harrowing scenario where Diddy and Hall subjected her and a friend to serious sexual misconduct. The complaint states Combs coerced her into sex, and Hall forced her to have sex with him. The intensity of these allegations is amplified by the claim that Diddy, worried about the repercussions, later choked Jane Doe to the point that she passed out. Diddy's representatives have been quick to dismiss these allegations. A spokesperson for Diddy told Hip Hop DX these are fabricated claims falsely alleging misconduct from over 30 years ago. This is nothing but a money grab. The spokesperson further criticized the use of the Adult Survivors Act for what they considered to be opportunistic lawsuits, painting these legal actions as exploitative and unfounded. The Adult Survivors Act, passed in New York in 2022, opened a year-long window for civil lawsuits that would have otherwise been barred by the statute of limitations. This legislation has brought forth a wave of high-profile cases, with Diddy being a notable figure caught in its wake. His legal team has been adamant in their defense, with Diddy's lawyer reiterating that the settlement of Cassie's lawsuit was not an admission of guilt.
The 35-page suit lays out graphic allegations, all of which, through his attorney, he denies.
In a dramatic counter-narrative, Diddy's lawyer, Ben Brofman, revealed an earlier demand by Ventura for $30 million, framing it as blatant blackmail. This claim adds another layer of complexity to the story, suggesting a behind-the-scenes battle of narratives and intentions. The emergence of these new cases against Diddy, juxtaposed with his vehement denials and the settlement of Cassie's lawsuit, creates a mosaic of unresolved questions and deepening intrigue. The statements from both parties in the settled case, combined with the vehement denials of the new allegations, paint a picture of a complex, multifaceted legal and personal drama, far from reaching its conclusion. As the public digests these developments, the narrative surrounding one of the music industry's most influential figures continues to evolve, marked by controversy and legal battles.
Giving survivors an opportunity for justice.
They want history to reveal what happened to them. They don't want their abusers to get away with it.
What a whirlwind of revelations and allegations this has been. We've delved deep into the complex saga of Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie, uncovering layers of accusations, denials, and legal intricacies. Now, we turn to you, our insightful audience. What's your take on this high-stakes drama? Do you think the quick settlement between Diddy and Cassie hints at hidden truths, or is it simply a strategic move to avoid public scrutiny? And what about the new lawsuits surfacing against Diddy? Are they a sign of a deeper problem or opportunistic claims exploiting his fame? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're eager to hear your perspectives on this tangled web of celebrity controversy. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled and your ears open. You never know what sensational story might break next.